Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Six of Arrows in Transition. And when I was thinking about this card yesterday, and I apologize for not posting yesterday, but it's a long day at work and just little time to be awake to talk about this. So anyways, Six of Arrows Transition. When I was thinking about this, I was like, all right, we've gone through some new beginnings with the aces. We've had a challenge. We've rested up a little bit with a Four of Arrows and a Five of Stones. All right, and it's time to move forward. Okay. Anytime I see this card, I think about the swan as the boat, right? And the swan is the queen of arrows, and she likes to move from different streams to different ponds to different lakes. She's always on the move. You never see them fly too much, but they're always in the water moving. And this card is a forward moving card. Okay, this is futuristic, card, and it's letting you know that you are transitioning to another side of the wildwood forest. And I know we've been over and across, and we've gone across the abyss a couple times, and we're just moving forward, with this card, okay? And, what I like about this is there's a lot of energy behind it, okay? You've got the sunrise or the sunset and the moon coming up, and, the sail is full, okay? So you've got a lot of forward movement in there. The hooded man, this could be you, is driving that tiller. And, that movement is towards new possibilities, or processes. There could be some anxiety in the change ahead, and we've seen that here a little bit, with the challenge card. The card that just dropped off is that blasted oak, so you're free to move forward, okay? And we've got the ace of bows and the ace of arrows down here, that spark of life and that breath of life still. So there's a lot of new energy coming through, okay? A lot of new beginnings. And you are free to do what you want to do as you're moving forward. And with that, anxiety does happen. But guess what? You've got this, all right? The changes that are coming our head, they're going to be changes. Just that. Just stay positive, all right? Don't get, overworked or, don't overwork yourself on the changes that are ahead. They may not be changes that you want to go smoothly. There could be some bumps in the road, but, how you approach those with a positive attitude, okay, with the likelihood of, meeting new people to give you new ideas, to give you new creativity, to give you new passion. So, move beyond the old boundaries that are holding you back and use those new methods to help resolve the issues that are there, all right? The opportunities of moving into a new neighborhood or moving into a new relationship, moving into a new job or whatever. There's always going to be some anxiety around all that, okay? And it's excitement. That's how I look at anxiety, nervousness. It's just another level of excitement. One that's, got you at an opportunity to do something. The universe has put you in a position to do something new on this journey. Okay, it could be new in a relationship, new in that job, right? Something that you can learn, all right? And yeah, it's there's change going around. You might have to move to a different department and learn a new boss, all right? But guess what? That's exciting, because that means you're moving forward. You're learning something more. The opportunity there is, you're learning a new skill set, all right? Same thing in a relationship. It's great when you're in one, a new one, because then you get to learn somebody that you haven't learn their characteristics, right? Talking to them, learn what they like, learn their hobbies, right? And get that fire lit, right? And there's some anxiety about I got to trust this person, but you know what? When you let your guard down and you trust them, and they prove to be trustworthy to you, that strengthens that relationship, So, it may be scary in a relationship or a job or whatever, but guess what? You're moving in the direction of new experiences. And, within those experiences, there's messages to be passed. Passed, to those that, you're talking to, and passed to you so you can understand. You can discern what spirit has that wants you to learn things, right? And, along the way, you get to experience new places, new opportunities, new directions, new people, new relationships, okay? It's an exciting time, to be honest with you, when you're moving forward. When things are going well, where you don't have to look at the, in the past and say, you know what? Wow, I got to worry about all this emotional drama, or, I'm overthinking stuff, right? And, what if this works? What if that, what if? Why spend the energy there? Or you're in somebody else's drama. It's like, why be involved in that drama? What is it? I remember talking to a gentleman, the other day, and, he was, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do it. Says, what's the issue? He goes, well, he was blurting stuff off. I said, look, slow down. Take your time. Be safe. Control what you can control. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Do what you can do. Tomorrow's, if this gets left, it gets left. Tomorrow's another day. Don't worry about it. Just control what you can control. Don't overdo it. And when you do that, you start trusting your instincts. You start trusting your gut, all right? And you can spread that message to others, so they can take advantage of, that new energy, And when you do that with an open heart, it shows your authenticity. It shows your genuineness to others, okay? So welcome and embrace the opportunities, as soon as you step ashore. And, later on, you'll see what, is coming on ashore, all right? Embrace those opportunities. And when you do so with enthusiasm. Because when you can tackle that anxiety with a smile, and you don't let, the frustration get to you, you just look at it and say, you know what? It's just another day. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And you know what? I'm in this relationship, and I love you to death. And guess what? We're going to have fun. Every day is a journey. Every day is a step in the right direction. Some days are going to be, most days are going to be positive. Some days are going to be not so positive. How do you get through that? That's a transition that you have to flow through. And when you flow through it, everything flows nicely, just like the wind at your sails. So that's today's card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. That's 6 of Arrows in transition. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share with others, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.